Dear beautiful ladies, this video is dedicated to you. My purpose with it is to make you aware of something that will improve not only your trading performance, but also your relationships with your close ones and most importantly, with yourself. I know some girls hate the comparison of female traders versus male traders. This comparison shouldn't be made about performance, who can do better and who can't, who cares at the end of the day. But there are some differences that we shouldn't neglect. I haven't seen anyone else bringing this topic up, so I thought someone had to do it. While reviewing my journal, I noticed a common pattern that was reoccurring, and it was not hard to realize where it came from, to be honest. One of the beautiful girls from my community had also noticed relation with her trading performance and her cycle, so I thought many women might be struggling with that. So let's raise the awareness. I'm not sure how many of you know about me, and if you wonder how I know all these things, it's because I've been studying engineering in biotechnology, and even though it was not something that I wanted to work with, my love for science and learning is still here. I have studied hormones and how they are related to our emotional states and well-being both at university and even more on my own. You might be thinking, but what do hormones have to do with trading? Well, if you didn't know, hormones produce different emotional states. If you aren't aware of the psychological aspect of trading, you must be really early into your trading journey. But if you have been trading for some time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Fear, anxiety, irritation, sadness, excitement, etc., etc. Both men and women need to work on their self-awareness and emotional intelligence. However, something unique to women is the ability to bring life into this world, which is not simple. Women's experiences with their menstrual cycle can vary. Some have milder symptoms while others have more severe. And these experiences can also change over different periods of women's life and in response to different circumstances. For example, I didn't notice significant changes during my teenage years, but as I'm getting older, things are becoming more challenging. And this led me to learn more about hormonal changes and how they can affect a woman. I believe every woman should understand how hormonal changes can impact her and what steps she can take during different phases of her cycle to feel better and show herself kindness, as well as to be prepared for different stages in their life and also to know how to navigate them easier and to show compassion for other women. Our body is quite complex, and the cyclic state is different from the premenopausal state, which is different from the menopausal state. So there is so much to be learned here, but I'm not gonna go that deep in this video. If you want me to do so, let me know in the comments and I'll be more than happy to do it. Men should actually also learn about that. It would eliminate many conflicts and help them to have better communication and harmonic relationships if they were understanding and supportive. The menstrual cycle consists of different phases, and each phase is with unique characteristics and effects on women's energy levels, mood, and cognitive abilities. It is very important for every woman to understand these phases, no matter the profession, but in high pressure and demanding fields like trading, it's even more important. I will first mention the different phases, and then I will break down everything in more detail and give you examples for better understanding. I will share with you also tips on what we can do to make these variations as smooth as possible, and I will assume that you have a regular healthy cycle, which is, as you already know, around 28 days. If you don't have a regular cycle, these phases would be different. So for better understanding, I'm gonna take my note taker and try to explain things by showing visual representation or a graph. So this graph here is showing the male hormone levels and female hormone levels during one cycle, during 1 month. So as we can see, the daily rise and fall of testosterone for males is very consistent. And for females, we have different hormones that are lowest during certain phases and they are high during other phases. So men work in a 24-hour cycle. They get testosterone, which later goes into the brain and is converted to estrogen. And you will understand later why men have a higher risk appetite than women. So at the beginning of our period, or day one, both progesterone and estrogen are at their lowest levels. Progesterone typically rises the second half of the cycle after ovulation, starting around day 16, while estrogen gradually builds after menstruation, peaking around ovulation day, which is around day 13. During the first few days of our cycle, both our hormones are very low. So you may feel more emotionally and physically drained, and resting during these days is needed because your body is in a recovery phase. After day 5, 6, estrogen starts to rise and stimulates dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin that are also known as feel-good hormones. From the 5th, 6th day until ovulation, you're gonna feel like a rock star. You're gonna feel so powerful, confident, loaded, full of energy. And those are the moments when your body can handle higher levels of stress. And you should go for everything you want that is more demanding during these periods. For example, if you're a more experienced trader, those are the days when your body can handle higher risk with patience. The peak is between day 14 and 16. Estrogen has access to both parts of our brain, the logical and the creative. And here is where magic happens and allows us to stay focused and handle cortisol much better. This is the period when testosterone is also highest in our body. And testosterone is not just a libido hormone. It is a hormone of motivation and drive, and it activates the masculine energy. I will talk about masculine and feminine energy in another video because it's another important thing for both men and women to understand in order to improve their lives and performance. It's present in both energies are present in both men and women, so that's why it's very important to understand which state we're at and how it can affect our performance and our mood. After ovulation, progesterone peaks, and progesterone is also known as a calming hormone. It interacts with GABA, which is a neurotransmitter that makes us relaxed and helps us ease anxiety. However, progesterone levels can be influenced negatively by factors such as high cortisol, which is the stress hormone, which leads to progesterone levels being either low or fluctuating too much, and it causes symptoms such as irritability, anxiety, or disrupted sleep, and other PMS symptoms. There's a phase when our patience is not on point, where we are more tend to make mistakes due to irritability, which can lead to impulsiveness, and you know what's happening. So take it easy with the risk and be extra cautious with the setups that you take during this phase, also known as PMS phase. So to make it clear, when cortisol goes high, progesterone is high. If your body is under stress, cortisol can reduce the effectiveness of progesterone, leading to PMS symptoms, which means be kind to yourself during this period. And if you don't want to suffer, and if you want to avoid the all uncomfortable PMS symptoms, take it easy. To make it more clear, this is not happening directly after ovulation. After ovulation, we have a progesterone peak, and from the 20th to 23rd day, it starts decreasing again, as we can see here on the graph. And if you aren't kind to yourself, you're welcoming the uncomfortable and unpleasant PMS symptoms much earlier. If guys are watching, avoid bringing up important topics during this time, as it may lead to unnecessary conflicts. The best time for resolving conflicts and discussing important topics with a woman is during the days around the ovulation, which is from day 12 to day 16 of the cycle. During the last phase of the cycle, massages, hugs, and some extra spoiling, some chocolate is more than welcome for you ladies if you don't want them to be annoying. By the way, not only stress, but also diet and lifestyle factors can reduce the effectiveness of progesterone. Consuming a diet high in processed foods, sugar, or unhealthy fats can lead to weight gain and increased fat storage. And fat cells produce estrogen, so higher body fat increases estrogen levels. So when there is an excessive amount of estrogen in the body, it would have a similar effect on progesterone as cortisol. It will either reduce the effectiveness of progesterone or its production. So other factors can lead to hormonal imbalance, not only high cortisol. Also excessive exercise, low body fat. That's why girls that are suffering with eating disorders tend to lose their cycle. also nutrition deficiencies, age, and there are so many other factors that can affect progesterone levels. But the main ones are like excessive exercise. If you don't have balanced life, these can all influence the progesterone, to keep it as simple as possible. Now that I mentioned the age, if you're in premenopausal years, late 30s, early 40s, ovulation can become irregular. This leads to inconsistent progesterone production, while estrogen levels may remain high, increasing the likelihood of estrogen dominance, and this imbalance can lead to the typical symptoms of mood swings, irritability, weight gain, and in other words, like never-ending or longer PMS phases. And it's definitely not fun to be in this phase. So if you have someone close in this period, they need the most support. According to research, the highest suicide rate for women happens during this period. So show compassion and support. Okay, let me shift to more positivity now. To give you an example that will help you to remember better how these hormones are working, let's imagine that these hormones are on a party. And estrogen would be like, wow, this party is so cool. Hey, this is my friend. Oh my god, I love the music. Turn the volume up. when it comes to music, I'm acting like I'm high on estrogen all the time. And then testosterone would be, oh, this party is ending at midnight? Fucking way. We should keep this party going until the morning. And maybe they will find someone to make out with in the corner. And then progesterone would be, oh my god, what the heck is happening here? The music is so noisy. I don't like it. I want to be alone. I want to chill, relax, watch a movie. It was much better to stay at home or read a book. Let's go home, baby. That would be progesterone. If you want a trading example, this would be like, estrogen would say, wow, the markets are so volatile today. Let's jump in and catch some big nice moves. Sharp, focused, confident. So estrogen is all about enthusiasm, optimism, and taking calculated risks. Then testosterone comes, and testosterone would say, forget playing it safe. Let's go big. Let's go all in. We need to scale in and see if we can flip that cap by noon. Who cares about the volatility? So testosterone amplifies the competitiveness and the risk-taking side. Now I believe you understand why guys play the way they do. And then progesterone would be, oh, wow, slow down everyone, take it easy, the markets are a bit unpredictable right now. Maybe it's better to play it safe, protect our gains, and avoid overtrading. Let's take a step back, let's take it easy. So it's all about caution, it's all about safety, and in like more stable way approach. In a nutshell, while estrogen is high, you can go for more intensive workouts, schedule more things, fast if you're into intermittent fasting, so you can handle more. And when progesterone is high, rest more, do yoga, take walks, and don't feel your schedule. During this phase, many women feel more introspective and emotionally sensitive, and you may crave comfort and connection. So cuddling and hugs can make you feel much better. If you don't have someone to cuddle with, massage or direct skin contact boosts the production of the feel-good hormones, and it will make you feel better. Hormones are always adapting to your environment. They are signal chemicals, so if you put yourself in a stressful environment, they shrink and their function is limited. If you put yourself in a loving environment, they will start to feel like it's safe to come out. When your body doesn't feel safe, those hormones go away and it cannot heal. Studies show that when women are in a group, all the women start to heal. They feel supported and safe. We shouldn't be competing with each other. We need to come together and support each other. So start with yourself first. Put your own oxygen mask on and take care of yourself. Then go and share what you know and support other women. Many women, instead of going within, working on themselves, they just compare themselves with other women online, which is not gonna help them in any way. It just makes things worse because of the low vibrational energy and the negative emotions. Those things are coming from early programming, but you can't change anything if you don't focus and work on yourself. And no one else is responsible, neither can do something for you. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear more on early programming and reprogramming also for men, not only for women. If you made it that far, leave a heart in the comments for supporting each other and growing together. Let me know what you think about this video and if you want me to share more on this topic, as well as how to work with emotional wounds, traumas, limiting beliefs that might be hindering your progress and happiness, energies, and other things related to mental health and performance. Make sure to share the video with others to spread the awareness and knowledge, and thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed and I'll see you in the next video.